Hello, Rob Lambert here with AssetProtectionTraining.com. Today, I take on the fourth rule of asset protection, taxation. This is simple. I'm going to skip over an awful lot of the complexities. I taught this for 7 years at USC Law and Business School, and I've taught in many other universities and law schools the issues of international taxation and offshore trusts. Believe me, if you take the courses in this on this site, you'll get all the details. You'll get all the forms. But for now, I just want to get to a few of the basics and do it in about 3 minutes. First, any offshore asset protection plan is ideally structured to be tax neutral. It should neither increase nor decrease your taxation. It should also allow you to engage in any acceptable domestic or offshore tax planning. It is neutral. It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't help you. The reason I point that out is there are literally thousands, maybe tens of thousands of people, half of them out of work mortgage brokers, touting asset protection planning and asset protection plans as a way to save you a lot of taxes or even eliminate taxes. They think that because you can put money offshore in a quote secret bank account that it's not taxable. Well, believe me, a lot of people are rooming with Bubba because they bought into that garbage. All offshore income, whether it's in an asset protection trust or not, is taxable to the U.S. Beneficiary, the U.S. grantor of these trusts. There are some good offshore and onshore tax planning we can do. Sometimes we can almost eliminate the tax, but it's not because of the asset protection planning. It's because the structures allow traditional tax planning to be used at the same time. I want you to avoid anybody who promises to save you taxes. I want you to run like hell because you're about to be scammed. And where do I want you to run? I want you to run to your CPA and your tax advisor. They will smell through the garbage. They'll know the stink. If it's too good to be true, it is. A normal offshore asset protection trust, if it's done correctly, should be structured to be domestic for tax purposes. I know that doesn't make any sense. I will explain it later in these courses. But it should normally be structured to be domestic for tax purposes. That means there's no additional forms required, no additional compliance. It won't save you any income tax. You're going to pay tax on every dollar you make, unless you've done something else. You're going to pay tax on every dollar you make. But you're not going to end up going to jail because you cheated and because you assumed that an offshore, quote, secret bank account was really secret. The truth is, since 9/11 particularly, there is no such thing as a secret bank account, at least vis-a-vis the government. Vis-a-vis civil creditors, yes. But vis-a-vis the government, the IRS, the federal agencies, the FTC, the SEC, all offshore accounts are transparent. Any bank that doesn't tell the government information on an account faces losing their correspondent banking privileges. That means an offshore bank that tells the United States to go take a flying leap at the moon risks being cut off from being able to do business in the United States. What do they always do? They turn over the information. If you've got a secret bank account, you come clean with it, you straighten yourself out. That's the only way you're going to save yourself horrible civil and very probable criminal penalties and maybe even incarceration. Believe me, there's no amount of money that can make it worthwhile to spend time in jail. It simply doesn't work. On this site, we will educate you. We will give you the nuances. But for tonight, for today, just take it home that all good asset protection planning is tax neutral. If somebody promises you the moon, check them out. You're probably being prepared to be conned or scammed. And take the time to learn the rules. Then you'll sleep well. Then you'll be safe. And hey, we should actually celebrate. The United States has about the lowest tax rates in the world for a civilized country. And if you really know the rules, you can make huge differences. You can cut your taxes down to a fraction of what the normal person pays. But you can do it legally, ethically, without hiding and without relying upon illegal decisions to not report income. Be straight. We can always eliminate or reduce taxes quite a bit, but never push the envelope. Asset protection is to protect your assets, not to get you into trouble with old Uncle Sam. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.